I just want to read some Dak Prescott stats.
Okay.
His average stats versus Washington. I guess his last 13 games, or maybe that's his higher career again. Yeah, since 2016. So his entire carear against Washington.
Holy shit!
I know.
Why is
This is the problem.
That's too many Daks.
So his average completion percentage is 66.8%. Average yards 242. Average touchdowns, pretty much 2 touchdowns, and then average interceptions, about a half an interception. His rating 106.6. Dak plays fairly good against Washington.
But how about everybody else?
No, look, we're keeping it on. Look,
let's keep it honest here, okay?
We got to keep it on point here. Like, this is the
Chris, we're not trying to tell. We're not Chris.
So.
Chris, we're not trying to tell you that Dak Prescott is your guys' dad.
But all signs in the paternity test point to Dak.
Dude,
Prescott is your
isn't
father.
Aaron Rodgers y'all's? No, I'm sorry. Ain't the Packers y'all's daddy?
No. You can't deflect.
Well,
you can't deflect.
If Packers are our dad, then that's your grandfather.
Yeah. No, Chris. They have 2 granddads. They have Green Bay and San Fran. You gotta get it right.
Jonathan, you forgot one important thing though.
It is 2024.
Our grandfathers are very progressive. We got 2 male grandfathers.
I was going to say, it is 2024. There is nothing wrong with 2 grandfathers, you commie bastards.
I was leading to something with this because the Commanders have or the Redskins, depending who you're talking to here. I know Chris will only respond to if you ask him about the Redskins.
Which, hey, fair enough, man.
Fair enough. I feel that.
Fair enough.
But what's your thoughts on your new QB, Jay Daniels?
Hey.
Love him. I think this kid is going to be I don't want to get my hopes up, but from what I've seen, I basically studied this kid's film after we traded Sam Howell. I know where this team is now going, and it's going to be going with Jayden Daniels. It is going to be what RG3 was supposed to be here.
Kirk Cousins backup.
On the Jayden Daniels topic, we have EJ Savage from Boys in the Zone in the chat. He's
good friend,
good friend of the cast. He goes, "Are you honestly happy with Jayden Daniels over Drake May?"
Yes,
110%.
100%. And I just put it in the chat because I'm also controlling our YouTube in the chat. So shout out to everyone in the chat. But yes, because Drake May can't even compete with Jacoby Brissett in his own Patriots training camp, where JD5 is the JD number 1 for Washington. So yes, I'm very happy.
So I have a follow-up question to the Jayden Daniels, because when you said he's going to be what RG3 was, and we look at someone like Anthony Richards from the Colts.
Florida. Oh, the Colts, yes.
And he all of a sudden, or the Gators, Florida Gators. But he, coming out of college and then coming into NFL, doing the same things that worked for you in college or university don't necessarily translate into the NFL. So do you think that Jayden Daniels is going to maybe suffer the kind of growing pains of getting to the NFL? And you said, and you brought it up. We don't hope injury on anybody, but you brought it up first. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. So I feel like you just spoke Jayden Daniels into a week 2 injury.
No, God.
Which would suck for you guys. But well, no, you did it to yourself. But like, we're always concerned about these young guys coming in and not having that kind of veteran quarterback to help kind of shepherd them into through it, because the amount of pressure that goes into it.
And it's that's changed. Like, I would say,
well, you got Stroud from last year. You kind of actually have completely
hard stop. You got Stroud from last year.
Well,
hard stop.
No, you got polarizing situations with Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. One guy had his years behind, and the other guy was kind of the second overall pick. Both flourished. So is there a right or wrong way to do it? I think it all comes down to the player, and that's the exciting part about them taking a guy like Jayden Daniels. No one knows until it happens. The guy's either going to be the second coming of RG3, or he might. Who knows what happens? It's going to be exciting.
I think what's happening with modern and by modern I mean actually today. With modern
July 10th,
modern football.
2024.
Two grandfathers.
The teams want to squeeze as much as they can out of those star positions. Quarterback, for example, it's like if we can get him in season 1 and he performs adequately, awesome, because now we're getting 4 more years after that, if they are drafting in the first round, where we get this low cost, high performance machine on our team. And so I understand why teams fast track players into that position. But like Adam was saying, like, is there that concern, or is it like what? I guess this also kind of leads into another question, and feel free of how you want to answer it. But like, what's the expectation from him? And that may come down to like the record. Like, what's your, how many wins do you want out of Daniels, or is it just like you're looking for good performance and a lot of promise?
I would like to see 9 to 10 wins this year. I would. I think that puts you in the right direction.
Oh yeah, 9 to 10. I think 10 wins could win the NFC East this year. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive in the NFC East than it has been in past seasons.